Hello everybody, welcome back to the Justice Channels. It's Ali, I'm the founder of the Justice Channels, and I'm here to help you make sense of things that don't make sense and also inform you of things and break down complicated policies or muddy policies. And with that, I want to point out those of you that are looking for the free letter, it is over on my website, thejusticejournals.com. The link I'm going to leave down below. It's also underneath the video that has got free letter on a bright yellow banner. And if you look for it, this is what you will see on the header, and then underneath that it will have the blog and it will have download now. Now, for those of you that have been asking me for a little bit more support before I go into today's exciting topic, I wanted to let you know it's over at the membership. So the membership is where I share all of my legal resources that I use to successfully sue the Department of Work and Pensions for unlawful harassment and the failure to make reasonable adjustments in the workplace. I'm a very strong advocate for disability, as you will know, obviously winning Influencer of the Year for health and disability. Don't really think of myself as an influencer, but anyway. And I have lots of resources over there. I also have lots of tutorials and video tutorials and trainings to help you understand how you advocate for yourself, how you complete your PIP forms, the sort of things to put. If you don't understand how to verbalize what you actually have in the way that it needs to be done to be successful. I also have lots of resources over there for access to work, funding, starting online businesses, because when I'm not doing this, I'm actually an online business coach for my educational company, and that's what I do. So, and on top of that, there's loads of letters, resources, all sorts of things. So it's all over there in the membership. I kind of put it all together, and because I find if most people need the letter, then they need the training, then they need this, and they need that, it's all there. So, moving swiftly on to today's topic, is all about secret side hustles that are going to get you secretly and silently red flagged by your bank, HMRC, and even potentially other organisations. And I'm doing this because lots of you have sent me private messages and all sorts of other things saying, oh, I've been doing this or I've been doing that. What do I do? What do I do? So firstly, what is a secret side hustle? A secret side hustle is just basically doing things on the side that you don't think, or a lot of you don't think, you need to declare. That's why I'm calling it the secret side hustle. So I'm going to go through some of the common ones which you most definitely need to declare. And then I'm going to be explaining to you why you need to be declaring it if that wasn't obvious, and how different systems and organisations look at that side hustle differently, so that you can make sure that you are getting yourself in the best position possible to make sure you're doing things as compliantly as possible, especially given the fear, which is this horrible fraud, error and recovery bill. We call it the fear bill for short. Now, if you don't know much about this and you're quite new to the channel, then you might want to go and watch this playlist here. This is completely dedicated to the government's new fear bill. I go through it very, very intricately, and I give you lots of different examples of how that can affect. And as we all know, the fear bill is not just for people on benefits, it's for every single person that has a UK bank account. Now, because I don't like to live in fear, it's definitely not good for my mental health, I've created a little something to help you all out. And it is called the Anti-Fear Banking Surveillance Toolkit. It's free to my members in my membership. You can go and buy it independently. It's going to be tagged somewhere on this video or in my YouTube shop if you want to. That's a website member. And I'm going to go through some of the top secret side hustles that I know you guys are not kind of declaring. Maybe you want to think about doing it before you get yourself into trouble with the Fear Act. And I'm going to be explaining how they know about all of this stuff and you don't know they know in a moment. So number one, a TikTok shop. The amount of people I know that have come to me doing TikTok shop and think that they don't have to declare it because they think they're a creator and they think of themselves as an artist and that they don't have to declare that money is a mistake. If you earn money on TikTok shop promoting products for somebody else, you need to declare it. In the same way that you do if you receive money from the Creator Fund. And TikTok, just like Etsy, just like Amazon, just like eBay, just like Vinted, just like all of these organizations, they have a certain system inside of them that automatically transmits your name, your address, your national insurance number, and the amount of money that that system has paid you. Okay, you should know this because you're notified of it. I'm in the Creator Fund on TikTok and I know that because they told me you got a notification on your phone when they were bringing it out, so everybody knows. You just have to declare it as income. Okay, eBay, and I'm going to be going through those amounts in a moment. The next one is Vinted. Again, people think that you can sell absolutely loads and absolutely everything on Vinted, and you can't anymore. And in a moment, I'm going to be going through that one. Deliveroo. Why anybody thinks working for Deliveroo does not need to be declared, just like Amazon and Uber Eats, I do not know. Selling digital products. Just because something is sold online, it doesn't matter. You still have to declare the income that you have gained from it. And affiliate income, so that's when you earn a commission for promoting something. That might be a bank, it might be Avon, it might be your electricity supplier. If you're doing that regularly and it's over a certain amount of money, you need to be declaring that. Micro admin, so that's when you are doing things like, I don't know, fundraisers sometimes, virtual assistant roles, formatting documents, doing all sorts of things like that. Micro admin roles. Dog walking, very popular one. If you're being paid to walk somebody's dog and you're quite a lot of people turn that into a business, then you need to declare that. Hairdressing and barbers, you need to be declaring that. Chicken shops, kebab shops, pizza shops, all needs to be declared. Childminders. I know I sound like the tax woman now, don't I? I'm only telling you because people do these things and they were like, I didn't know I had to declare this. I'm a creator on TikTok. Or do I have to why do I have to declare this? Because it's income. It's money that someone gave you for a service or a product. So you need to declare it, right? Rule number one. Let's not be naive. Okay, first of all, I'm going to address a myth, and this is a myth. Though I saw it spread like wildfire on TikTok. So lots of people are saying if you're on Vinted now, or you're selling your kids' clothes, or you're making a little bit of a, money out of selling your clothes, your kids' clothes, your mum's clothes, everybody's clothes, what have you, on Vinted, for example, or eBay or what have you. There's a law that you can't sell more than 30 items before you're taxed on it. This is an absolute myth. So let me tell you what the actual rules are for that. Now, where this came from was something before the UK left Brexit called the EU DAC, basically a DAC 7. So it's digital reporting rules. So if you earned £2,000, more than £2,000 or more, those platforms would automatically be reporting that to the tax authorities. Obviously, we're not in the EU anymore. What the UK has instead is something called the Connect system. And this is actually a financial administrative and tracking system from HMRC. And I will say that this system is also called the same in other European countries as well. The rule is, and this is law, that although this is not legal advice, but this is the UK law, HMRC's Connect system mandates online platforms to report earnings from individuals to them. That's going to be your name, your national insurance number, where you live, your bank account, because you're paid into your bank account, and how much you've received. So these are obviously the common online platforms: Vinted, eBay, Etsy, Depop, Airbnb, Uber, PayPal, Stripe, TikTok Shop, and over 30 other digital platforms as well. Now, what I don't get with people with this, right, is if you're making, if you're starting to make money and you're starting to earn an income, just declare it. Get a good accountant or a good bookkeeper, and they'll take care of everything for you. And there are loads of things that you can legally write off to your business anyway. So because if you're doing this, you're in it to make money. So get the right financial advice from somebody, and get the right business mentoring or the right business coach to help you grow your business. But the crux of the matter is that you could sell 3 items and it would be reported through this system. You could sell 300 items, it's going to be reported. And that automatically then sends certain information clearly from banks to the tax office to other places that identify you as somebody that has a business activity. So if you have a business activity and then you're claiming things, UK benefits or a disability benefit, and you're making out that you can't work because of XYZ, and they can see all of this because they can, you're going to be in trouble. And I'm just going to be a little bit harsh here, okay? Please don't, anybody who is disabled, and I'm a disabled person myself, please do not make the mistake that disability gives entitlement for mistakes, especially where fraud and tax evasion comes into play. And the reason I say that is, in my own business, I work with a lot of disabled entrepreneurs, neurodivergent entrepreneurs, obviously, and business owners. Some of the people that have been the most dishonest sometimes are people that have used or tried to weaponize their disability in a way to commit online fraud. Example, chargebacks when you're not entitled to them, falsifying and forging documents is definitely fraud, section 6, by misrepresentation. It's going to get you in a lot of trouble, especially if someone tries doing it to me. I'm just going to say that because I am someone that will not give up if someone tries to rip me off. But it's not cool and it's not good. And most importantly, it gives everybody who is disabled or neurodivergent who wants to grow their business or wants to be independent a very bad name. And you really don't want to be that person that I end up using as a case file on this YouTube channel, do you? So please don't do that. Anyway, I want to talk to you about the £1,000 rule, because lots of people get this wrong as well. And this is, I do think sometimes people genuinely don't understand this. I used to get this a lot when I was in the job centre, and still today, when people ask me, because I don't want anyone getting into trouble. If you know your rules, then there's no reason for you to get into trouble, okay? So lots of people who have got secret side hustles, particularly people that are trying something for the first time or doing it on a real low scale, they think they don't have to declare anything at all until they've made £1,000 profit, okay? So this is not correct, and I'm going to explain it to you. And there is a difference whether you are receiving some kind of a state benefit, and or a difference if you're not receiving a state benefit, but you're doing it as a side hustle because your stay-at-home mum, partner's working, or stay-at-home dad, or they and the partner's working, or it's you're doing it as well as your job. And again, this is not legal advice, it's definitely not tax advice. It's because I've written a lot about this sort of thing, and obviously I help people start businesses a lot, so I know these things inside out. But HMRC, an account, or any qualified decent accountant is the best place to get all of your information regarding this. So with HMRC, okay, if you've earned £1,000 and you're not on a state benefit, you need to be reporting that to HMRC once you have done £1,000 of turnover, not profit, of turnover. So once you've earned from your side hustle £1,000, you need to register with HMRC for. I know this sounds really scary. It's not. It's simple. It's really easy to do, actually. And inside the Justice Journals membership, we do have something called an online business bundle. All of your accountancy spreadsheets are in there. They've all been done by my accountant, so they're really good. They've all got macros in there. So if you're on universal credit, it will automatically calculate the minimum income floor for you. It will help you keep you in track with all of your monthly incomings and outgoings for business and personal expenses. And there is also a self-assessment spreadsheet on there as well. This makes your records, one, transparent, very, very important, especially if you're accused of anything like fraud. And two, you've got everything you need to do your self-assessment very, very quickly online, etc., etc. It takes like half an hour. So the rule is £1,000 of turnover. You need to register for a self-assessment, and it's probably likely one that you don't even have a lot of tax to pay anyway in the first year. I mean, I don't know, it depends on your business, right? But that's quite possible. If you're on a benefit, this is not the same. This is completely different. So please do listen to me. If you're in receipt of any public funding benefit money, universal credit, housing allowance, ESA, LCW, limited capability for work, work-related activity, even PIP, even though PIP is not means tested, you must inform the Department of Work and Pensions, and you have to inform HMRC as well. The reason why you have to inform DWP before you've done £1,000 worth of turnover is because DWP don't measure your business activity in the same way that HMRC do. HMRC measure your business activity by turnover in financial terms. DWP measure your business activity actually in your activity. So it's what you have done. What business activity have you employed? Have you been marketing on social media? Have you been creating a website? Have you been sitting down creating a product or doing something in Canva to sell? If you have, and you've told them that's what you're doing, then that is a business activity, okay? Then you need to go down the route of a gateway appointment, all the rest of it. I was a specialist in this at DWP, so I know this inside out. So you do need to inform them. And then you would have to register as well for a self-assessment. Now, the reason why this is important if you are on any type of a benefit to do is that now all of these systems report automatically through HMRC's Connect system. And now there is the fear bill. Let's just say you're on universal credit and you're on LCWRA, or you say you're looking for a job, but you keep going to your appointments and you're not looking for a job, and you say, oh yeah, you're not finding anything, and they've got information from the Connect system that's saying, well, you're earning £500 a month from the Creator Fund and you're doing this and you're doing that. They're going to be thinking, well, you are not being truthful, you are not being honest. Being a content creator, guys, I might add, is a completely legitimate business. All of these side hustles are legitimate ways of earning income online, or income, not even online, but they're all completely legitimate. You don't have to keep it secret. You don't have to keep it secret at all. And I can tell you now that being a content creator is probably going to flag you more and on more systems than anything else, because you're going to be on the Connect system, you're going to be on the Stripe system, you're going to be on the banking, PayPal, Wise, even maybe you're going to be maybe on Patreon, Google, from Google Ads if you're being paid through ads. And all of these systems and organisations have to, it's like automatically, it's all done digitally. They're reporting all of that information to these organisations. So you're not doing yourselves any favours. And the Fear Act can now go back 20 years. So if you've been doing something hooky for 20 years, they can go back 20. And if you think, nah, Lee, I don't think so, I just want to refer back to this Sean, who's had to pay back DWP £36,000, all from one little video that somebody sent in of him playing or walking around a cricket pitch for a disability adapted cricket game. Okay, so that is actually in the Fear playlist, so if you want to watch that, you can watch that. So there we go, guys. And to be clear, I'm not telling anyone any of this to scare anyone. I'm telling you so that you can make sense of the sense and just do things compliantly. There's no reason and no rhyme to get yourself involved in that sort of a situation. Just earn your money, get a good accountant, pay the tax that you're meant to pay, and live your life happily. Anyway, that's it for today. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I will see you in the next video where I'm going to be bringing an even more interesting topic than this one. So don't forget to subscribe.